they just have like little Oreo crumbs on there. Ugh. Cheers. Boop.
Dink it.
You've already sank it.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Hardly Working, the show about life, love, and labor, hosted by the couple that works, plays, and stays together. I am one half of that couple. I'm SP.
And I'm Kellie. And we're eating ice cream. Probably some of the best, arguably the best ice cream that there is.
Let's get right into it. What's the best store-bought dessert? Is it what we're having right now?
No.
Well, tell the people
But
what
it's
we're
good.
having.
It's Oreo. It's like Oreo brand Oreo ice cream in a cone.
Like a drumstick
Like
style
a drumstick
cone.
style cone with the chocolate at the bottom, but good Oreo ice cream covered in like an Oreo chocolate. It's very good.
You know, we've had, I think, 3 home shows in a row because of the studio move.
Uh-huh.
We could possibly be eating and talking about the desserts we're eating on every one of those shows. It's kind of a really telling insight into our life.
Yeah, it's podcast desserts.
That's my favorite podcast.
Yeah.
Every night I wind down in bed and listen to some podcast desserts.
Yeah.
We're just the cherry on top. Bye.
Okay. But it's good though. But let's be real. Favorite ice cream flavors, top 3, go.
In no particular order.
No particular order.
Chocolate chip cookie dough, Ben & Jerry's fish food, and either Breyers or Dryers. I never remember. Original vanilla.
Bean.
Yeah, vanilla bean. That's what I mean. Not French vanilla, not double churned. I don't even know what
not
churning is, but it grosses me out. But it's the one in the kind of rectangular black container with the ice cream on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that Breyers?
I don't know.
Dryers?
Breyers.
Ers, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Breyers.
Sure. What's your top 3?
Chocolate Malted Crunch.
Oh, man.
That is a throwback for me. My childhood
Malted
Rite Aid ice cream.
Crunch.
They do sell it at the grocery store now. We haven't gotten it yet, but they do sell it there.
Yeah, they're selling all sorts of products.
A really good
At the grocery store.
mint chip ice cream.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I've moved away from the green ice cream and gone like to that.
I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Does that mean no like teal dye anymore?
Yeah, I mean, it could be that because that's like childhood, right? Reminiscent of like when you got it when you.
But now that they're getting rid of red dye number 3.
Yeah, get rid of all of them. But honestly, I think that it's not. Oh, Haagen-Dazs has a really
Java
good
chip.
mint chip. No, a mint chip. And my third favorite is probably.
Don't be one of those like cricket leg lavender honey whatever's from that one place.
You know, Salt and Straw. I do love their honey lavender. I don't know if it's honey lavender. It's lavender something. It's very good. But no, and their double full vanilla is really good too. But no, I was gonna say, like a chocolate chip coffee.
A chocolate chip coffee?
You said Java.
Yeah, like
so
a
I
Java
was
chip.
gonna say Java chip, but basically that. But I will say, and that is good. However, I will say this.
Yeah.
There is a Ben & Jerry's flavor of ice cream that is coffee with chocolate-covered toffee chips that I tried to get. I think that would be in my top 3 because I am a toffee gal. I love toffee.
You're so confident that you would potentially reserve a spot in your top 3 favorite ice creams for a flavor that you've only heard about?
Yeah. Listen.
That's the most
Ben &
insane
Jerry's-
thing you've ever said. Ever.
Ben & Jerry's not only wins my heart with ice cream, because the ones I named are ones that like I could eat all the time at any time. But I do love me some Tonight Dough. I do love all Ben & Jerry's. I love
Cherry
their fish
Garcia.
food.
Fish food.
No, you couldn't get me to eat Cherry Garcia.
Why?
Because I'm not a cherry gal.
Okay. Sorry.
But I love their fish food. I love the chocolate chip cookie dough. I love all their half-baked, their mixed half-baked with the chocolate.
Tiramisu.
Yeah, the tiramisu was really good. But the other part of it is that their advocacy just like throws them up there already.
Yeah, we love them.
They just be in the top just because they give back to good causes. I'm here for it.
Samesies, girl.
Anyway.
And today,
Welcome to the show.
I'm here for a show. Enough of this ice cream talk. I was trying to go to the next phrase in my head, but I was like, is this next one okay? Can I say whippersnapper or would I get in trouble?
I'm pretty sure that's the name of a acapella group from a Bones episode.
I almost lost my ice cream.
You think I'm kidding, but I'm like really serious, and Pentatonics is in that episode.
The double life you live with your shows that I've no context for. It's amazing.
Hey,
Although
you
we were
love a
talking
show.
about that in the car, like you've got such a stronger ability to take care of yourself in
I try.
yeah. And I just have to keep doing.
You're
Which is
doing a
why
good
we're doing
job.
another home show.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah, it's always better when you have ice cream in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it is for the audio experience, but Kellie would know because she's back on the headphones today.
You can kind of hear us like,
Producer Kellie. Oh, people love mouth noises.
I did that one intentionally though, but this isn't an ASMR episode. But
Kellie's in the booth.
I don't know. Maybe we should encourage you to hardly work tonight and have some ice cream.
Yeah, join us. Well, it won't probably. Maybe it'll
Or get
be
yourself
night.
a nice coffee or a nice sweet treat in the middle of the day, just because we said so. Because that's taking care. That's self-love
Or
and self-care.
get off that treadmill. You've done enough cardio.
You know, you can do the treadmill. That's okay. But then
No,
go treat
even if
yourself.
you just got to the gym or just got your walking pad out, go get an ice cream. You
After.
deserve it.
Yeah.
Go get it, boo boo.
Something
I'm
nice.
that kind
Treat
of friend.
yourself.
I am not the.
I know. And I'm in the middle. I'm like, no. Let them
Yeah.
do the thing.
No, it's cool. Like I want you to succeed, but I also want you to have a little treat. That's
Mm-hmm.
like my life philosophy, I think. Little treats.
Little treats.
Little treatsies.
A little treatsies. Well, welcome back to another episode with us. Maybe another off the rails one. I'm not quite sure.
I'm
but-
pretty sure because it's a home show.
Yeah. Should we bring them in?
Should we?
I guess we will. Listen,
I don't know what you're talking about.
full transparency. We're recording this episode mere days after we recorded last week's episode. But we want to give the people what they want. We don't want to leave you guys hanging. We don't want to leave you guys without a hardly working, without your friends,
Yeah.
which I hope you think of us as friends. I don't know. But a lot of stuff has happened
What?
since we recorded.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
So how's my week? It's great. Thanks
Hey,
for
Kel.
asking.
I didn't need to ask how your week was because I've lived all
I
of it
know.
with you, and we just asked
But-
that yesterday night.
But
Hey, Kel, how's your week,
it's
babe?
been so good, man. So much has happened.
What? Tell me all the good parts.
Listen, the good
Concisely.
parts are we just did a gig with NBC.
Yep, which we talked about.
We talked about, but we did it. We did we
SNL
got to go
50.
and celebrate or help celebrate SNL 50, which is super fun. We did a green screen. It was great. It was for the employees. We ran into a few people that we know, one of which just came from Marvel and now works at NBC Universal.
Yay, shout out to Haley. We love you.
And Lupita,
Oh, yeah, Lupita.
who is friends with our friend Ramona, who works for Disney. But we also did her wedding.
That was nuts. I
Yeah.
think we talked about this.
No,
Did we not?
no.
Last night? When we talked about your gig?
Did we?
Yeah.
We've lived a lot of life since then.
That last night, you were like, I was like, let's talk about that happened today. And you're like,
Okay, listen.
I have more to say.
You're right. Listen, but all that stuff happened. But we were working with a new department within NBC Universal.
True.
And they loved us so much that they've already hired us again.
That was cool.
So I booked that. I'm doing another Oscars party this year.
Yeah, same one.
I'm
Another
doing a
studio
Hollywood
for,
Walk of Fame Hollywood
yeah,
star
next week.
ceremony that I won't even be at, but is happening. How great. We'll post pictures because it's already happened.
Did you imagine that, like, oh yeah, that's true. Could you imagine a world in which you started your own business like this
No.
for photo activations, and then when someone's like, hey, we have a celebrity Hollywood star, like they're putting it in and we want to use you, and you'd be like, totally, but you're so busy that you won't even be at that?
No. And I've told you this multiple
That's
times.
insane.
I'm really sad about it.
Yeah, me too.
Like really sad about it. It's supposed to happen in January, but postponed for obvious reasons with the California fires, which I thought was wise and good.
Yeah.
But I will be in Washington. I'll be in DC. Is DC separate? District of Columbia is not. It's different, right?
It's kind of like the Vatican.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But I'll be in Washington, D.C. But yeah, so I won't even be here for it. And I'm really bummed. I think there's going to be a lot of people. I think that you're going to have a great time.
I will tell you how it goes.
We'll find out together, I guess.
Yeah, we will.
But that happened. The other thing that I think we've talked about on the show, but I don't really know how much we've talked about on the show. But SP and I are doing laser hair removal.
Oh my God.
It's just normal. I don't know why you're laughing at. A lot of people do it.
I don't know if we've talked about this on the show.
Have
but
we?
Well, yeah. It was in like our top knots. It was in like a bunch of things.
I don't know what we've talked about it though.
You made it seem so personal.
It feels personal.
I'm getting
to feel personally attacked.
The front of my neck done because of the way my facial hair grows, and because I'm tired of it. Just in case some of y'all were like,
it doesn't have to shape.
Picturing other things.
Yeah, I'm getting the whole shebang. So I don't think you're like, hope you're not picturing other things, but it was a deal. Okay.
What? Oh my God! Like, we got on a Groupon.
No, truly, it was like if you do this and this and you get this for free. I was like, well,
I was like,
what am I gonna do?
$500,000.
Basically, own half of a laser away.
And you know what? Not a bad deal.
Hey, no, yeah. But yeah, we are officially 5 sessions in, and let me tell you,
ooh, girl, it hurts.
I cried today in the laser away offices, and I told my lady, I was like, I'm really sorry. The story I've worked up in my head of how much this is going to hurt because it hurt so freaking bad last time is pretty high. And I'm a crier. She's like, it's okay. We can all cry inside. That's totally fine. I get it. And I said, no. I'm going to like cry outside.
I'm a scream crier.
And I did. I'm not a scream crier. But I did cry. It was just really funny. She's like, it's okay to cry inside. I'll be right there with you. And I was like, I had to like really clear it up. Like, no.
No.
Like actual physical tears are going to fall from my eyes. And not like 5 minutes passed and I was literally crying.
Dude, they turned it up a level.
She was kind. You asked. You were like, am I going up a level?
Because no pain, no gain. You think I built this body without determination?
No.
Thank you. I put away a lot of these Oreo ice creams. Thank you very much.
Nothing to do with your hair.
Was the point of that story just to say that a lot has happened? Yeah,
and that has happened. That was all day today. It felt like all day today. It's like the anticipation and the anxiety of it was pretty high for me. Listen, it's great. If you have a high pain tolerance, you should definitely do it. If not, don't.
Maybe it's terrible. For you.
Yeah. I found out today that I have less sessions in SP, and the joy that I had in that was high.
Goodness.
And I felt really bad for you.
You only have 8, and this is number 5. And then the
was
lady was like, no, actually, he's got 10, and you only have 8. I was like, what is that?
Whippy! I'm very happy.
And it gets worse than this?
Only if you ask them to make it worse.
I just want it to work.
Yeah, me too. But it hurts.
It doesn't have to keep going up. I thought that was the principle.
I mean,
that's not how you say that word, is it?
That's okay.
Principle.
Clothes.
There's
miracle.
There's a TH in that word. Clothes.
Anywho, weirdo. Just kidding. That happened. We did Valentine's Day stuff because happy late Valentine's Day to everybody. We missed it last week.
We forgot because calendars.
We don't celebrate on the day.
No, because when you're married to me,
we're never home.
And every day is Valentine's. We're never home.
Say it again. Roll it back. We never celebrate on Valentine's Day.
Because we're never home.
Again, we never celebrate on Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day.
No, not us, dog. What do you want me to say?
I want you to say it again, not when you're married.
Okay.
We never celebrate Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day.
Not when you're married to me.
Because it's Valentine's Day every day.
Oh.
The payoff wasn't there because you didn't get it.
No, it wasn't worth it.
You didn't get it.
Yeah, when you have to explain it.
Say?
Well, that happened today. Thanks today. Anything else you want to hit? Did you bake any bread today? You make any risottos?
No, but Simone got back to me.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah. Wasn't it?
Yeah. She just said
She said it was so good and I should go into bread making. So if you're interested in bread, follow us at itshardlyworking.com//bread.
Yeah, for all I know.
You can purchase it. I'm just kidding. You can't. I'm not going to do that. It sounds like a lot of work.
All this could turn into a bread channel. Who knows? We don't know where it's going anymore. It was a fire update channel for a month. But now
I do have a bread video.
Pieces. It's true.
Waiting to be posted onto TikTok.
Well, keep your eyes peeled maybe for that at some point. Who knows?
It'll be somewhere, either on mine or Hardly Working. Who knows?
Well, anything else you want to hit? Oh, speaking of, since you're talking about hardly working, of course, if you're just joining us, if you somehow got here in a way that wasn't
you.
from social media, and you're like, I just opened up Spotify and you were there, you can always follow us at It's Hardly Working. It's Hardly Working on TikTok and Instagram, or email us at hardlyworkingfans@gmail.com.
And if you opened up your Spotify and it happened to suggest us, please tell us. That's like a 1 in a million shot. Finding us on Spotify just organically.
Who knows?
I want to know. I want to hear about it.
Yeah. Can you show me?
Let's be friends.
Let's be friends. Someone wanted to marry me today.
Yeah, me. Just kidding. Some rando on the internet. That was mean.
Well, you already got me,
I
lady.
didn't mean it, yeah.
It's probably because I talked about being divorced on the internet today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Which is weird because after I watched it back, I was like, if someone stumbles upon this would really seem like a big moment that someone was like talking about their divorce. And it just didn't feel like that when I shot it, which is a big change for me to not feel so identified with it.
Yeah, I would say that. That's true.
It felt kind of like, I'm going to make this video. It's a part of my life and my story. I think others would take something away from it. Mm-hmm. There was one person who I was a little sad for. He's like, I think this is the exact thing I needed to hear today. And I was like, oh, I hope you're not going through it, man. Don't do anything rash because you watched my video. But everybody love everybody.
Everybody's going through everything, and sometimes you're not the right person. You literally said that in your video. Is this
That's
life
true.
that I wake up every day and I feel trapped? I don't feel good?
Yeah. But look, we're still married, and I will deal with that.
Shut up.
Anyway, those are where you can find us on the internet. But that's not what happened
Today.
What
happened today on February 19th?
How did you know?
Because the event's on the 18th.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It is February 19th when this episode is dropping. That means we're taking a look back through history at every single thing that I found interesting that has happened on that date through the decades, starting with...
Okay.
You good over there?
Yeah. Good.
I like headphone Kellie. She's very aware of where her microphone is.
That's right. I try to be.
Kellie, do you know who Betty Friedan is?
Betty Crocker? No.
You know, I thought that too because of the era in the 1960s, which still might not be the Betty Crocker era.
No, I think that her name was actually Betty Crocker. But
Anyway, this woman, Betty Friedan.
did she free Dan?
No, quite the opposite, actually. She was known as, she published the Feminine Mystique, which played a crucial role in sparking the second wave of feminism in the United States. Yeah, so I thought maybe we would have either A, known who they were because we care about women, or B, have seen this woman on Drunk History where they reenact important moments in history in ways that are entertaining. But I don't think we did. So I looked her up a little bit. Like I said, she was a central figure in the 20th century for the women's rights movement, a writer, activist, social leader. She's best known for her 1963 book that we just talked about called The Feminine Mystique, which is considered a founding text of modern feminism.
Wow.
Yeah. It says the book explores the frustrations of the modern woman in traditional roles and is often credited with sparking the second wave of American feminism.
Well, thank you so much. Do we need a third wave now? Probably.
New wave. Anyway, just wanted to mention her because
Wow.
I knew you'd value that. Not a ton of movies came out, but a couple worth mentioning. Office Space, if you're a fan of that, was a little bit before my time, so I didn't really understand the dry humor of Office Space. But Shutter Island in 2010.
Wow.
2010 in 2010. Did you see that movie in theaters, or did you see it at all?
Yes, but not in theaters. I was a senior in high school. I was graduating.
Wow, so young.
And that wasn't my type of movie.
You know,
But I would have watched it with all of my friends. And I have seen the movie. I'd actually like to watch it again because it's been a long time and I think I would like it and understand it more now.
Me
It was very
too.
confusing at the time. I was like, what is this?
yeah, it's a little confusing, but it is one of those kind of, I was going to call it like a Shyamalan twist, but it's not. I think Martin Scorsese made the movie, but one of those like twist endings that like once you know that who Luke is to Darth Vader, you know the answer to yeah. Anyway, I would rewatch it, but it was during one of those seasons where I would always watch movies and then go back and either read the book or listen to the audiobook. And that's how I figured out I enjoyed that. I kind of liked when the world was already built for me on screen.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to make up what Dumbledore looked like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the Shutter Island was one of those. I really enjoyed the movie. I listened to the book a few times. It was a lot of fun. And
Let's watch it.
Okay. Shout out to Leonardo DiCaprio. And shout out to these people who share birthdays on February 19th.
All right.
Happy 21st to Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh, happy birthday.
11 herself. And you know what happens when you double 11? You get to her birthday next year. But this year, it's only 21. Happy birthday, Millie. Jeff Daniels, of course, from Dumb and Dumber and many other things. Benicio del Toro turns 58 years old. Victoria Justice turns, guesses?
26. 31.
Nice.
Is it 26?
That's a big range, 26
Is
to
it
31.
26?
No, 32.
32. Okay, 31. Yeah, I was like, she's
Pretty
old enough.
similarly aged.
When I was younger, up until recently, pardon me, which I think is maybe her stage name, but I thought that the name of the show was just called Victoria Justice. I didn't understand that was her name.
I think it was just called Victorious.
Okay, maybe you're right, but I thought that the name of the character on the show, I thought that was just her character name.
Oh, yeah.
Like
That would
Victoria
make sense
Justice.
because if that's actually her name, why would they? Well, you know what? I've never seen an episode, so I have no idea.
'Cause it's about her. But like, I just didn't know. Because she's on that show.
She's on another show?
Victoria Justice was on a show with Ariana Grande. I think, wasn't Ariana in Victorious?
Look, you were talking
I don't
to the
know.
wrong
It is.
guy.
I was too old for it at that point in time. But
Same.
anyway, yeah, cool. Victoria Justice. I don't particularly like her.
We do like Millie Bobby Brown, though.
I do like Millie Bobby Brown, but I don't particularly like Victoria Justice.
Do you think she'll transcend? I mean, I feel like she has in some ways, being 11.
Yeah,
in
she
Stranger
definitely
Things.
has.
You think so?
Yeah, and this is the last year of Stranger, which I'm really excited for season 5. I don't know if it's coming out this year or next year, but
yeah.
it's,
Keep in mind, this girl was playing an 11-year-old. Wait, no. Yeah, something like that.
She wasn't.
Well, she's now 21.
Yeah,
filming,
for sure, and married.
Yeah, and married.
Yeah,
Why would you get married at
to
21?
John Bon Jovi's son.
To John Bon Jovi.
What's his name?
Son?
To Bon Jovi's
Ron
son.
Bon Jovi.
What's his name?
I don't know his.
What's the
You
dad's
think
name?
I know Bon
What's
Jovi's.
the dad's name?
John.
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure if I was saying correctly. That's what I was like.
You know John Bon Jovi. He says you got to hold on to what
Speaking
we've
of
got.
Millie
There's
Bobby
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah. But she's married now.
How many kids do you think she wants?
I don't
Answer
know.
11.
Oh my god.
I don't know who she's married to, but it is her birthday.
Bon Jovi's son.
Okay, great.
Truly.
Bon Jovi Jr.
No, I don't know what his name is.
I don't know. It's fun to say, though. 2 other ones. Smokey Robinson, of course. Lots of that Motown music written by Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
And Seal.
Oh.
All have birthdays today. Isn't that insane? That it's an insane amount of people.
There's a lot. Well, I mean, there's a lot, like 1 billion people in the world. Or how
I
many
know, but
billion
it
people
seems
are in
like-
the world. You're likely to have the same birthday. I know 2 people that I share the same birthday with that happen
And how
to be
famous
in
are
my
they?
family. They're not, but I'm just saying.
These are all famous people.
But sure, but I have 2 aunts.
It's easier to be in your family than it is to be famous. That's actually probably statistically
How many people do
untrue.
you know have the same birthday as you in your family?
Well, there's like 8 billion people.
Yeah.
I think it's like 9 now, by the way.
I don't know. I just said. I don't know. But you don't know anybody. So I'm just saying, if I can know 2 people that have the same birthday, 12/12, in my direct family, imagine
Yeah.
how many billions of people in the world. Maybe not billions. Who knows?
It couldn't be billions.
Millions.
If we're saying there's 8 or 9,
How many
billion.
millions? How many millions of people? Taylor Swift's birthday's on the 13th, just 1 off of mine. She's a famous person. I'm just saying. Anywho,
okay.
I don't know why I feel so strongly about that.
About the birthday
I
situation?
don't know about this one thing you said. Well, give me thanks, February 19th. Who am I? Oh my gosh.
I love headphone Kelly at home. It's pretty radical.
Thanks.
You're
Do you
welcome.
have any more fun
Not
February
from this day,
19th things?
but I do have
Yeah.
quite a bit of stories.
I have a story,
Oh,
but I can tell it later.
you can tell it now. What's your story? I always love when Kelly brings something to the podcast.
Well, first of all, thanks, February
February
19th. Nailed it.
with such confidence.
You didn't have any confidence.
Let's try it again. Thanks, February 19th. Dang it.
You think
So
I
close
wasn't?
that time.
That was pretty good. It was the 19th.
Yeah.
That's what you sound like in my headphones. All right. Have you heard You sure want me to my story now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if
heard
you
the bird,
do, you want me to just calmly and confidently get us snuggled up tight into the stories,
No, I'll
and
do
then
it.
you can.
Kind of, but I'm
I
here
can
now.
do it.
I'm here now.
Be here now, just like the sign behind you says.
Yeah.
I'm painting a word picture of our home.
I wonder if you have the story.
Tell me what it is, and I'll tell you. Because you
All right.
said I don't think you've heard this. And
I
I was
don't
like,
think you've heard this.
I bet I have.
You heard the brand? Have you heard of the brand
The
Crayola?
brand Crayola, the Crayola crayon story.
You have it, don't you?
No, but I know what Crayola is. I'm messing with you.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Crayola,
The crayon people.
the crayon people, they're bringing back retired colors.
Mustard.
No, including one with a cult following, which is the twist, and I should have said
Way to bury the lead.
Listen, everyone knows the sorrow of that feeling descends when your favorite thing, something beloved, goes off the market. And this is what happened. Listen, there's been...
I don't think I know that feeling. But
I don't know. What's
okay.
something that, like, if sweet chili Doritos went away, you'd be sad.
I haven't experienced that, and they'll never die.
But if they did, you'd be sad. You'd be like, oh my gosh.
That must be exactly what people who lost their favorite Crayola crayon color felt
exactly.
like.
Listen, I just think it's interesting. I don't think I realized that Crayola retired colors.
I mean,
like,
how could we?
What a weird thing, right? But they are bringing a limited edition retired colors 8-pack crayon pack back. It's a lot of things.
Who's bringing the crayon pack back? John Bon Jovi Jr.
Shut up. Do you want to hear about the crayons or not?
Yes, I want to guess the colors.
Well, okay.
Is cobalt in there? How about
No.
influenza?
Something close. No.
Charcuterie Jack?
No.
Tasmanian Mamba?
No.
Shock and Awe?
No.
Rosemary's Baby?
Are you going to keep going?
I was just, you know what? It's just an improv exercise.
It was great.
Thank you.
Honestly, the names were pretty great. You'll understand as I read them.
Except Rosemary's Baby.
Rosemary's Baby.
Not a great name. All right, I'm back.
Listen, there are 8 crayons that have been retired that they're bringing back. They heard the people loud and clear, and they're bringing them back.
We want Rosemary's Baby.
That's right. That's the color.
Yeah.
So
Petal Blossom is on the list?
no, you have 4 crayons that were retired in 1990. I'm curious if you remember any of these.
Yeah. As a 1-year-old, I always knew the names of the colors.
Listen, Linda.
As a colorblind 1-year-old.
I know. I was like, you're colorblind too. But listen, some of these, I was like, oh, I remember that because my brothers had crayons. My parents, it's not like our parents bought new
They could
crayons.
be worth something.
No, okay. I know. Gosh. Shh.
Dude, I just think like a storyteller.
I know. Listen, okay. So, first, orange red.
That's a color?
It's a color.
That's
Orange
kind
red.
of how I see that color.
Yeah.
Is either or, truly.
It's a good color. I remember that color. Violet blue.
That seems unnecessary.
It's more purple.
And I would say I struggled to separate those colors as well.
Yeah, well.
This is like the colorblind starter. Don't.
This one you have no problem. Lemon yellow.
It's cute.
Isn't
I
that a
bet
cute
it's
one?
too bright though.
It's probably really bright. And raw umber. Maybe red. What's
Ooh.
umber? I don't know. I didn't look it up.
What color is it? Rumber?
Raw umber.
Dolores Umbridge?
No. Those were all retired in 1990. Then you had
Raw
a few.
Umber.
Then you had a few that were retired in 2003.
I'm sorry. I'm not ready. How do you spell umber?
UMBER.
Just like you'd think. Are you sure it wasn't like they found this crayon and it said like raw amber? And
Raw umber is a rich, dark brown pigment made from a natural earth clays containing iron oxide and manganese.
I'll tell you what. First of all,
It's brown.
it's pretty much exactly how I imagined it. Second of all, that could be revisionist history in my brain. Playing tricks on
Probably.
myself. Third of all, when Kellie's doing a home show, she is not afraid to Google a thing.
No.
She will.
I'm not on camera.
She will goog the all right out
I
of it.
want to know what it is, so we have an answer.
We got a fact checker now.
Yeah, fact checking right now.
We took all of them, everyone from Facebook that was looking for a job for fact checking. We took them to Hardly Working.
That's right.
You can fact check all the
You're
inaccuracies.
so silly.
Okay,
All
what
right,
were
we
doing?
had 3 that were retired in
Yes.
2003.
Burnt umber.
Magic mint.
That sounds green.
Or minty.
Or it sounds like it could be like a chocolatey brown or black with like gold flecks in it. You know, you get a crayon like that. You're like, this is going to look like glitter. And you're like, no, it just doesn't work.
That's true. I would say that this color would match Brooklyn's Stanley.
Okay. Like a light teal.
That's mint.
Situation.
Yeah, sure.
It's more of a lake foam green.
Okay. Next is Blizzard Blue.
Oh, like Dairy Queen.
Sure.
I've never been to Dairy Queen. Have you?
Yes.
It's a pretty popular place.
You can literally flip it upside down and it won't come out.
I've seen it happen.
All right. And Mulberry.
Like the tree. I bet it's brown.
Let's look it up.
Let's not.
Okay. I just want to know. But the next...
Nido down.
I heard that. That was loud. Sorry. That was my Nido falling off and hitting the mic stand.
Must be a home show.
Apologies. Okay, listen. We have one more. It's the one that was retired most frequently.
You mean recently?
I can't hear you, but yes, most recently.
Most recently.
That's what I meant. Most recently. It is a color that I remember. I am looking at the crayon color right now, and it is a beautiful color, and I could see how it would be important. This specific, thank you, color.
Yes.
SP guessed it a little bit earlier.
I did?
This was retired in 2017, and it is a fan favorite. So much so.
Lavender haze?
No, but so much so that people have scoured through their crayon collections to find dandelion and have put it up on eBay.
That's what it's called, dandelion?
Oh, sorry. The name of it, the name of this crayon is called Dandelion, which is such a cute name. It's a really bright yellow. But they have gone through their crayons to find this color, and they have put it up on eBay and successfully sold this to crayon collectors that love this.
Do you have prices?
Color. I don't, unfortunately.
Oh, because I was going to start guessing. I want to know if it was like $10 or like $1,500. Because I got some crayons around.
Do you have dandelion?
Who knows? That's the fun. The fun is finding out and then being sad when you look it up on eBay and learn that you can't make anything from it.
You can't make,
sorry, Grandma, in your Barbie collection. We did the best we could.
It's not that expensive. Lot of 10 dandelion yellow discontinued Crayola crayons.
Who's digging through for a lot of 10? A 10 pack of those crayons for $15?
Yeah, they are. But it's discontinued. So you can't just buy a new pack. But dandelion's a great color.
But now you can because it's coming back, right?
Yeah, but only for a limited time starting this February. So get it while you can because it might be out now. I don't know. They're accepting pre-orders on their website.
Dang, you did a lot of research on this.
I thought it was such an interesting thing that Crayola retired colors and that they then thought it was good to bring some back.
I think that's just like supply and demand.
Yeah,
not
but
to get all like
I have to
clinical with it.
Listen, I have to assume that if they've done the research enough to say we're getting rid of this crayon, like if we're going to get rid of a whole production line of crayon and come up with something new and start that whole process over and clean the whole thing and do all of it, there has to be a reason.
Going down to the factory, you're thinking about cleaning the tanks?
Yes, because it's a lot of work. It costs money.
It's true. I think it's more like a McRib situation.
No, I go there. There has to be, no, it's completely different. As someone who worked in fast food, it's completely different. Listen, there has to be a reason why they got rid of that color in the first place, because maybe they made another color that was similar, or they realized people don't really like that color.
Yeah, but then there's this little cult following that goes, we want dandelion.
But it was only dandelion. It wasn't the other ones. So I just thought it was so interesting. Maybe not that interesting, but I just thought it was so weird that Crayola was like, we're bringing it back.
I love it. That's part of what I love about, I'm not sure if I said what or why right there. But it's one of the reasons that love is expressed from me during Hardly Holidays, because I really love the list of like most popular games and like what's going into the Hall of Fame.
Dandelion's
all that stuff
be
is
right
like
there on that list this year.
Exactly. The one color. They're like,
just that.
It's been retired before.
We're bringing it back forever.
We're going to hang its jersey.
We're going to sell dandelion packs of crayons. How do you say that word?
Not like that.
Crayons?
I'll tell you that much.
Crayon?
Crayon. Crayon.
How do you say it? Some people say crayon.
People say crayon.
And some people say crayon.
Those people are wrong.
It's a Crayola crayon.
It's a crayon.
Crayon. That sounds wrong now.
It's a clothed crayon.
Oh my gosh. Get out of here.
And when you
get out of here,
pull it open.
No. Pull. You get
All
a
right.
miracle.
A miracle.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for bringing the story. I truly, you know how like if you know you say a word wrong, you actually know how you're supposed to say it.
Yeah, but you don't.
For miracle, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
It's not an A, it's an I.
That's not enough
Miracle.
help.
How do you pronounce I?
Eh.
Or, yeah, Sorry. Or I.
If you tune in right there, just or or. It's
Or
a weird
I.
time.
How do you pronounce A?
Ah. I'm good at this game. I didn't know we had a game
So
this week.
if
This is
it's
great.
spelled M-I-R, how do you say that?
Ah. K o eh.
Listen, how do you say mirror?
How do you say that word?
Mirror.
Mirror?
Mirror.
Mirror.
How do you say mirror?
Mirror.
Okay. Now just
Miracle.
yeah, miracle.
Miracle.
Yeah, you say miracle.
It's miracle.
It's a miracle like
In the
mirror.
United States,
No.
they call it a miracle.
Because it's American?
That's right.
Oh my gosh, go away.
Okay.
Go back to where you belong.
Which is
I don't know, somewhere with a bunch of patriots.
which we're learning all about as our child
And
takes to-
neutralist or loyalist, whatever
Oh,
you
gosh.
prefer.
Guys, homework is the worst. This just in. Homework still sucks. From childhood to
Perennial.
parenthood, homework still
Oh, yeah,
bad.
it sucks to do as an adult.
I
with your
don't
kid.
recommend it. They're changing math. They're not giving textbooks to
We are
anyone.
Off the rails.
I'm old and I get it. But I feel like our kids should be able to read.
She can read, she just can't write or spell.
That's like 2/3 of the equation.
I know,
though.
she's just lazy though. She reads enough that she knows how things should be spelled and written and where punctuation goes. And I still have to tell her, hey, when you write this out, use punctuation. We don't put 5 exclamation points at the end of a school sentence. Like that's not, no.
When I was in 5th grade, I did something that I thought would be really funny. Turns out it wasn't. But somehow the assignment was to like write a story that your parent tells you about from their childhood. So my mom, I'm going to get the details wrong so because I don't remember. But my mom one year dressed up as something for Halloween, I think. I'm just going to go ahead and say a cat. I don't know. But apparently her dog or a neighborhood dog or somebody came up and bit her on the butt. And I thought that was hilarious. That story could end there and I would have been happy. But I was typing it out and I was like, look at all these symbols. So instead of butt, I'm in 5th grade, so I'm 10. I put and or at symbol, $, period. And that's the end of the whole like essay I had to write. And I was like, he's going to think this is hilarious. He did not think it was
No.
hilarious.
I'm sure you got in trouble.
Yeah, I can't believe it didn't get past my parents, like, or that it did. But now as a parent, I'm like, I don't see everything she turns in,
Yeah.
especially now that it's all digital.
Yeah.
Like, I also think learning math on a computer is
Dumb.
not, like, truly, we must be so old now.
No, she said she doesn't learn that way, she says.
Yeah, nobody does. Like,
Yeah.
math, you have to put pencil on paper. I really
yeah.
feel like a boomer right now. I do also
No,
feel
there's
like
different learning styles.
Yeah.
Some people learn visually, some people learn audibly, some people learn from writing it down, some
learn
people learn
audibly.
through actively doing the process,
Yeah, it sucks
tangibly
me
touching
sometimes.
the whatever you're doing, like doing it. Everyone learns differently, and some people need multiple ways to learn. I think
True.
there's 7 different ways you can learn something. I named
7?
4 or 5.
Pretty good, training director. The woman who cut my hair today, I was like, you talk like a training director. Because I asked her a question.
She probably is a trainer.
She was like, she was buzzing the sides of my hair. Sorry, we'll continue on the show with the show soon. You have to hear the story about my haircut.
Remember when I was like, anything else happened this week? And you were like, no.
Oh, yeah. We're not quite at the level where we have to talk about getting a haircut.
Okay, I'm ready.
But now we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
anyway, the lady is buzzing down the sides of my head. The way that it works is like she starts at a 1 and then it fades into a 3 at the top. So usually they start from the 3 and kind of make their way down to the 1. But this lady, who always seems like she kind
Start
of
at
runs
the 1
the
and
joint.
you go all the way
Yeah,
up.
she started to the 1, kind of went halfway up the side of my head, and then did the 3. And then she's like, now I see my line and I'll blend it. I'll blend the two in there between that.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that what you're doing? And she hadn't said a word yet. And she went, yeah. And then we both stopped talking. And then I went, oh, that's what I thought. And then she like started to open up about the whole process, and she explained why they do that and how that's not how you're supposed to do it there. Like that's not how you're taught to do that. And every, I don't know, a couple months you get audited for your practices and stuff and blah, 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 blah. So she's telling me this whole story, and I am trying to remember why I'm telling you this story.
You said she talked like a training director.
Yes, so I told her that. It was exactly that. So she was explaining all this stuff, and then I was like, you talked to a training director. My wife was a training director, so like I hear it, and she goes, yeah, I'm responsible. Like she's like, I've trained a lot of people here. Like I'm responsible for the best practices and all that stuff. But I was like, yeah, not a lot of people. She gave me some example that was like perfect, and I was like, oh, she was like basically saying like everyone does the same thing but in their own way, and she just launches into it. She's completely silent and then launches into this eloquent thing, and she goes, it's kind of like when you learn how to write and do cursive and stuff, printing in cursive, but from the time you learn it to the time you're out of high school, everybody's looks different. It's all the same stuff, but everyone's looks a little bit different. Everyone's writing. It's the same thing with hair. And I was like, that is not the first time you've said that to somebody.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's a great example though.
yeah. That's what I told her. I was like,
Put it in
I
my
really,
back pocket for
yeah,
later.
you know what? You're welcome. Take that one
Thanks.
home with you, everybody. That
Thanks.
was worth a crappy
It's all
haircut
the same,
story.
but it all looks different. It's a good symbolism for us, for just the people in the world.
all
We're all the same,
parts.
but we all just look different. We all look a little bit different.
We're just all a little bit our own
Just
way.
like writing.
Just like writing. All the same parts organized in different ways.
That could fall for many different things. Anyways,
All right.
that's fun. What a fun little interaction.
Yeah, it was cool. I like talking. We always like talking to people when we go places. It was good times.
Good, baby.
Anyway, stories from around the world tonight, Cal.
Around the world, around the world, around the world.
I'm just going to guess that judging by your face, you started and you were like, I'm being serious. Oh, man, this is kind of silly. Let's turn up the silliness because it's embarrassing. Is that what happened?
No. I didn't think I was going to do that, but it happened.
You know
so
what?
I did it.
Rhythm's going to get you. You know what I'm saying?
Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you.
First, we're going around the world to the great continent that is Australia. And
How
what
did I
I'm
know you were going to say Australia?
Considering to start a new segment called "What is Up, Australia?"
Nor.
Nar and nar.
Nor.
So there's this restaurant in Australia that's printing out mean fortunes in their cookies.
Oh, there's a place out here you put you in a dunce cap and what's it called?
I know what it's called. I mean, I know what it is. I don't know what it's called.
They write mean
that
things
seems
about
like
you.
the antithesis of a place that I'd want to be.
For sure, but it's the same idea with the mean fortune cookies.
Kind of.
It is.
So anyway, they're doing these mean fortune cookies at Lady Chu's Vietnamese food restaurant in, I believe it's in Sydney. Yes.
Will you choose?
It says Sydney's restaurant owner told to censor her profanity-laced fortune cookies.
That's different. Whoa.
After factory mix-up.
Give me
Look
some.
how cute they look.
So cute.
Look
Give me
so
some
happy.
examples.
Okay, great. I'm glad you asked.
You're welcome.
Here's an example. Open up your fortune cookie after you finish your orange chicken, and you get a fortune like this. You are capable of great things, but all you do is look at your phone all day. You won't be great. You won't be that great. Sorry.
Hashtag Lady Jew.
Yeah, sorry. The delivery was butchered. I was also looking at the next one like this. The year of the snake bears good fortune. Your divorce is coming soon.
Was this an accident?
No, it's on purpose. Or this one. I only married you for your money, you ugly C word.
No.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not just like that
But
restaurant.
was this real?
This
Like,
is 100%
Was it
real
intentional?
and 100% intentional. So this restaurant, Lady Chu's, has an option to get these types of fortune cookies.
Oh, like mean ones.
Totally. The problem is some of the orders started getting mixed up. And so these like profanity laced fortune cookies were going to
We're
like
going
children's
mixed
and
in.
stuff. Yeah, children to read and all that. Yeah, so there's this whole email that gets sent, which is very kind until they're like, we're not doing business with you anymore. But kudos to these people or this lady, whoever's printing them. She was like, I'm not going to stop doing this.
Yeah.
You can pry them out of my cold, dead
It's a part of our business
cookies.
structure, but I won't give you.
No, that's literally what she says. She's like, this is a part of my brand. She said she spent close to $10,000 last year on just these fortune cookies. She did, though, say that she is going to take the profanities out and be more creative, but they'll still be funny and rude, just no swear words.
That's good. That's fair.
So not so bad.
It's a good compromise, just in case you give the wrong one. You know?
Yeah, which, I mean, you worked in fast food, and we've DoorDashed before. That happens a lot.
Yeah, that happened today. Just kidding. Sorry.
That happened today.
Yeah.
Well, from Australia to...
Where's we going next in the world?
We're going northwest to Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Which I know that's why everyone comes to Hardly Working, to get their hard-hitting Sri Lankan news.
Sounds right.
And even after all that, I was like, I should have looked at the headline because I was too busy thinking of where Sri Lanka is on the map. I was like, I should have looked at what we're talking about. I bet you didn't know this, Kel.
Probably not.
Did you know the power is out for the entire nation of Sri Lanka right now?
No. What happened? Earthquake?
Great guess. Not an earthquake.
Someone cut a power cord?
Less great guess, but still an
Tsunami.
option.
It has to be something funny. It can't be something serious. So
you know what? You are a smart guess. You're a little myrtle.
My first and third guess would be awful and not funny at all. It'd be weird if you found that funny.
Weird improv choice, yeah.
Yeah.
And also a weird improv
Somebody
choice.
peed on the generator.
That's what's funny. That's the funny choice to you?
Yeah.
Well, good. Someone peed on the generator today in Sri Lanka.
I don't know. Or like the thing that powers it, you know?
Oh, man. Well, don't take my word for it. Take the energy minister Kumara Jayakody. I'm sure that's correct.
Yes.
Who says a monkey has come in contact with our grid transformer, causing an imbalance in the system.
Is the monkey okay?
The monkey is not okay.
He died.
But the family is grieving and has sent their condolences saying...
Stop. You can't be... No. 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 Fake news. No.
None of this has been fake news.
No, but that what you was about to come out of your mouth was...
There was nothing. The family said, ooh, ooh, ah.
Stop.
Anyway, no. So, yes, monkeys have taken out the power of...
Wow, sorry,
for over...
monkey.
How many people you think live in Sri Lanka? We're not going to be good at guessing this, are we? 100?
Million?
Higher than 100.
100,000.
100,000?
A million. I don't know how big is
22 million.
Okay, so you have like how big is Sri Lanka?
That's a lot of people.
I'm uneducated.
Uneducated.
An idiot.
22 million people are without power.
I was like, why would you ask me to guess that of all the people?
Usually,
you know I'm not good with normal things that are smaller than that. Why would you ask me that?
Smaller than what?
I'm like, every time our gas light comes on, I'm like, are we going to make it? And you're like, yeah, it's the next exit. It's fine.
Is this the end of the car?
But like, you know what I mean? You were like, it's like you have 30 miles. I'm like, oh my gosh, can we make it from Porter Ranch to home?
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, you're asking the
Maybe
girl
if
who's
we're
like,
lucky.
oh my God, are we going to be okay?
If we're lucky.
Gosh.
Look, the whole story.
22 million.
22 people.
Out of, not people. 22 million people out of
power because a monkey got in the generator. Okay?
It's so sad for the monkey.
We lost it.
It's sad for the people. I want to be very clear, but I am sad that the monkey died. And how is it so accessible to a monkey to get to? That's the real question.
We're asking the hard questions here.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I was trying to get to that monkey joke, that monkey bit. So I kind of skimmed past the fact that the monkey died. It didn't actually say that the monkey died, but it sounds pretty much like the monkey died.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
It's not specific.
What
It
a
also
sad
didn't
story.
say anything about... There was no monkey story. There's no bee story to this. It wasn't like Escape from the Zoo. It wasn't like...
It was just like a
you
monkey
know,
somehow
local
happened.
celebrity... Monkey Bros Mike or whatever, none of that. So it was just a monkey.
Silly.
But Jamila Hussain, editor-in-chief of the local newspaper called the Daily Mirror, said only in Sri Lanka can a
Mirror?
group... Oh my gosh. Do I say mirror weird?
No. But it's close
Do
to
I
it.
say mirror weirder than you,
No.
dear?
No. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Anyway, he works at the Daily Mirror. Only in Sri Lanka can a group of monkeys fighting inside a power station cause an island-wide power outage.
They're
But not
fighting?
to worry. Sri Lanka tasted monkey business in the past. What'd you say?
They were fighting?
That's what he said. I don't know.
That's crazy.
The article, which was from the BBC. Which was from the BBC. Didn't have a
sense.
lot of
That's crazy.
INFO,
It's crazy, dog.
if you know what I mean. Anyway, that's what's going on in Sri Lanka. Why don't we come local, Kel?
Okay, the United States?
We're coming to the good old
U.S. of A.
here. Kelly mentioned it earlier. Valentine's Day is coming past. Did you have a good Valentine's Day, Kel? Me too. It was great.
Sure.
We spent it apart.
Yep.
But don't worry about us.
You spent it flying,
We're
sucker.
doing great. I know. Flying to my other secret
spent it crying.
family. Oh, sad.
It's probably true.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, well, hopefully you guys had a great
That was so morbid.
Valentine's Day.
We love Valentine's Day. We got our daughter a fun little gift.
Did we? Mm-hmm. Can we talk about it? Because this will air later.
Yeah, we got her a Nito, a heart Nito. She loves Nitos. We got that and some candy. Nothing big.
Nothing too
Valentine's Day doesn't need this big gesture. It just you need to be thought of. That's what matters.
big. Yeah, keep lowering that bar, and I will never disappoint you.
You never disappoint me.
Oh.
I know you were trying to be funny, but you never disappoint me.
Home show, perfect blend
love
of
you
heart
too
and
much.
humor.
You could never do anything wrong. In my eyes.
You know who could do wrong things and did do wrong things? All of our exes.
All of our exes.
All of them,
Yeah.
probably.
It's probably true.
And that's why, as we celebrate the week that was Valentine's Day, it's only fair that we talk about this story.
I'm nervous about it because I see what's on the screen.
I don't know if it's VIA or VIA. I'm going to go with the VIA. VIA Aquarium in New York, offering cockroach sponsorships for Valentine's Day. If your ex is still crawling under your skin, this might be the event for you to help squash the
Oh my
past.
goodness.
Kelly, for as little as $1,
Okay, I'll make my ex into a cockroach.
you can send your name to this zoo, and they will name a cockroach after your ex and sponsor it. And then your sponsored cockroach will be fed to one of our reptiles by our senior reptile
Hey,
keeper,
look at that.
Randy.
that's great.
Randy's going to do it. Shout out to Randy.
Yeah, that's right. This is an excellent idea.
The best part, the whole thing will be recorded for your replaying pleasure. You can watch your special roach over and over.
That's crazy.
For $1, that's a steal.
Yeah, I was like, that's not a lot of money.
No.
But you know what? They were going to feed this cockroach
Yeah, it's
to the
to the animals anyway. Yeah,
yeah.
reptiles.
It's
Reptiles are
the
animals.
it's the filming of it that is a lot because I'm like, oh, like do they break it down and go this one's
No, I'm sure they're like, here's
this
the
is-
live stream.
oh, okay.
I'm sure there's not like an excerpt.
You go to a thing
like,
and you're like,
this is
oh,
for Gary.
yeah, Gary
You
Teddy.
dirty scumbag.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You never paid your alimony. Now you're a literal cockroach. I hope you get fed to
Yeah.
an iguana.
Yep.
Actually, get an iguana, eat a cockroach? It'd have
I
to be
think they
kind of
said- did they
big,
say
right?
a monkey?
No, to the reptiles.
Oh, the reptiles. Yeah, no big. Well, who knows?
Well, good news, bad news. Good news is they did this, but the bad news is it's over now. It ended on
But it's not even Valentine's Day.
but when this airs, it will be Valentine's Day.
Oh.
As we record, we can still do this, and we could talk about it in another episode.
When does it end? The 13th?
Yeah.
Because they're gonna get
February
fed on the 14th.
Probably. Yeah, it's like their death row, I guess.
Yeah, cool.
Yikes.
Here for it.
We'll see what happens.
Can you go and watch it live
fly to New York?
if you live in New York?
Maybe. So you can just boo your ex
Yeah.
symbolically.
Or clap
And they'll be like, that's a really healthy person over
Clap.
there.
while they feed them. I don't know.
They seem to be doing well.
Yeah.
They've really gotten over this situation.
Yeah, totally. Well, they're helping in the healing.
That's right.
They're they're seeing it happen. They go, yep. You eat that cockroach. You eat Bill.
Bill.
Bill's actually nice. Not my ex,
Who's
but
Bill?
our friend Bill.
Who's your ex, Bill?
I don't have an ex, Bill.
Oh, let's talk about that off air.
But we like Bill.
Yeah, we do.
But I don't know why I said that. But
well, if you're in New York on February 14th and you're looking to, there's a lot of
send
ifs.
it to us.
Yeah, at hardlyworking
and also
cockroachvideos.edu.
This is like happening after Valentine's Day, so even though we've asked if you would do it, you wouldn't even know because it's
That's
already
just science.
Dead and gone.
Yep.
Literally.
Just like the cockroaches.
Yep.
Good times. Hope you enjoyed that segment.
Oh my gosh.
I've got one other thing happening in New York.
One other thing happening in New York.
And it's kind of heartwarming.
Is it SNL 50?
Oh, you would know because you were working it. Woman celebrates 104th birthday with a great time in New York.
That's cute.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hold on. It's woman celebrates 104th birthday with a great time in New York prison.
What?
That's right. I would like to introduce you to Loretta.
Hi, Loretta.
A resident of Avon, I guess they call it nursing and rehabilitation.
She's in jail?
Had one wish for her 104th birthday.
Okay.
Okay. So this was so clickbaity, but it was so worth it.
Was it really?
This lady is not in jail.
Okay.
But she's 104. And it took me a long time reading this article before they said that the nursing and rehabilitation place she lives is not a prison. It's just next to one. Because I was like, is that what they call it for like people who are over 100? They're like, you're still a criminal, but like,
you're
we'll
gonna
take
die,
care of you.
So.
No, it's not. But this woman, long story short, she's like, I want to go to jail. I want to see what it looks like. And I'm 104. And a couple days after her birthday, which felt risky, like squeeze her in, guys. We don't know if she's going to get there.
Yeah.
But that was her birthday wish. So a couple days after, they let her come in there. She got to be a little prisoner and get the whole prisoner experience. That's not true, not the whole thing. But she got to like meet the bomb smelling dogs. She got to look at the security cameras. She got to get some shackles put on her and get put in a cell. It was a great time.
Great. I can't wait to hear that heist movie.
Oh,
that
yeah.
What goes in and scopes out all the whole thing to help break prisoners out of jail.
She tattoos it on her back.
Oh, my God.
On her body.
She got the whole experience, so she knows how it all works. Who would ever suspect a 104-year-old
right?
to, like, help break people out? I'm
Mask
just saying.
peels off.
Right?
It's Tom Cruise.
Oh, my gosh. That's hysterical.
But the reason I wanted to talk about this article,
I was looking at this more as an Oceans thing, so I was thinking more George Clooney. But
I was too, but then when I went with the face peel off, it was either Mission Impossible or Scooby-Doo, and I felt like we weren't.
Shaggy's under there.
Yeah, exactly. I felt like that'd be the worst choice. The reason I bring this up is I'm curious. This lady is hopefully 104 still, and she's like, what else do I want to do?
Go to jail, I guess.
Might as well. It's nice that I'm not being forced to go there, but like I've lived for over 100 years and I've never seen what a jail looks like. Do you have anything in your life that you feel like if everything was taken care of, you didn't have to work, your health was perfect, and you were like, I'd want to see what that's like. Do you have anything like that? Don't say jail.
Oh, God. The only thing I can think of, I can't do it 3 times in a row.
No.
How
could that? It has to be a place that exists still.
It does have to. Yes, it does. A travel is like the obvious thing.
No. Don't you want to like artificially inseminate a cow?
No. I want to go to Germany with my grandma and my mom. That won't happen, but.
Yeah, I'm not talking magic lady.
I know, but you said what I thought was, it's just because, I don't know. I think it's probably because you were talking about prison, but I was like, I'd go see Auschwitz now and see like what that looked like and what that experience was like. That's why I said I can't bring it up 3 times in a row. But the answer the answer ultimately was travel. Like I just want to travel. But if I was 104, I guess I couldn't travel.
Mm-mm.
But I want to go up into the Eiffel Tower.
We can do that now.
I know, but we haven't done it. You said, what would I do? I'd go up into the Eiffel Tower.
Wow. You wouldn't like.
You have to give me more time to think about it.
You know what? It's a pretty big question.
Yeah, I'm like,
drop on
I'm like,
you.
I don't know.
That's the bummer about me putting the show together is I'm like, this will be a great question. I can think about this, and she'll have a great answer probably.
Probably not. Listen, if I was 104, I hadn't done this yet, I would say I want to attend an award ceremony.
That's see,
I want the
better
whole
answer.
experience. I want to be, but not as a guest, like as a guest that gets to walk the red carpet and gets interviewed by the people and gets to go to the glam bot that goes. This is all currently, right? And then gets to sit at a table. Like I'd want that. That's what I would want. I'd want that experience because I want to just experience it once in my lifetime.
Yeah. I bet you get that experience before 104.
Well, let's see. If not, going up into the Eiffel Tower.
You'll probably get there by like 100.
That sounds right.
I love you.
I love you too. Either that or like flying on well, it's scary right now, but like a private jet.
I thought you were going to say plane. I was like, girl, we can fix that.
No, like
today.
A private jet.
Private jet. Not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, I know.
Sure
it's a little bit terrifying now because there's been a lot of plane crashes, non-commercial plane crashes. And I'm like, maybe it's not great.
Well,
or like first class, fly like Delta One seats to across the pond. It's a dumb experience, but I think it's because we fly so much.
It's not a dumb experience. It's an awesome experience. That sounds great.
It's not like going to prison.
Oh, yeah. What's Loretta's problem?
Either that or, see, now I have stuff. Or I want to go to Ben & Jerry's and be a part of the test kitchen for a day.
Wow. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
That just took a turn that I was interested in.
I want to like eat the ice cream that they're testing.
All day?
Yeah.
How long do you think you'd last? Before you
at 104, like 2 hours.
Oh, at 104. 2 hours?
I don't know, maybe less than that. Right now, I would stick out the whole day.
All day, like a wine testing. I've never done it, but I've heard where you go like from winery to winery all day long. Yeah. But it's just ice cream.
Yeah. But I think there's more to it of like I want to be in there where they like mix it together and they figure out the ratios and they taste test it. But then I want to taste test all the new things they're thinking about. And then you end the day getting to pick whatever ice cream you want and eating that.
Okay, one more question about this because I like the world you're building, like the MCU you've got going on.
Thanks.
If you had to choose one or the other, they're like, we only have one side of the factory open. It's either the how it's made, all the flavors we have, or the never been mass produced test kitchen of all of the new ones. That's got to be the answer, right?
Yeah, I don't care about the other ones.
Really? Sure you abandon those real quick
because I go
you can get them.
Well, yeah, and also I go. They'll talk me through how they made this stuff as I'm taste testing all the new ones. I want to try the new ones. I want to be in. I want to be in the room where it happened. The room where it happened, tasting all the ice cream.
Tasting all the ice cream.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry that we sing so much on the show. You love it.
It would be very untrue to at least you.
Yeah.
To not.
Now that's what I'm be dreaming about. That's
like
dream.
The best day ever.
Yeah. What's yours? What's one thing you want to do? Inseminate a cow?
That's really low on my list. But if someone paid me enough money,
that's what you
I
said
would do
to
it.
me.
Yeah, it's kind of been a go-to gag I've done for a lot of the hosting like shows I've gone out for.
What weird.
Maybe that's why I don't get it. No, but whenever they are pitching a show to you as a host, you have to kind of think of what other shows it is. And so if there's anything like go out and try something weird a la Dirty Jobs, that's usually the quickest, most mentally rememberable and notable one. So I usually hit that. What would I do? I like living that kind of life right now. Like we've talked to Sean to be like, can I just be a bartender for a night? Like, I want to see what that's like. And I know this will like make some people angry because it's like, you're just saying you want to do like real jobs. You think you're better than that? I'm like, no, I just haven't had all the life experience. Like I would have loved to have tried being a waiter, but I got taken down a different internship path. Couldn't do that. I saw what it was like to work in the drive-thru because I stepped in. We talked about that last week. That is horrible, and you guys need to be paid more. But like, there's so many things I would like to try, but I think I'd like to try all of them with you. That's all I know.
Me?
Yeah. No one else is here.
Yeah, you'd have to be at the Ben & Jerry's taste testing facility.
Oh,
eating by yourself isn't fun.
No, you're not going without me.
No, yeah.
We're flying Delta One.
Delta One to.
I think it's American, so probably Vermont.
Yeah.
That
Vermont's
right.
best ice cream. Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's coming together.
And then and
this probably exists.
Vermont, all that snow this time of year.
Yeah.
Snow.
What are we doing?
What movie is that?
I don't know.
Won't be long before we'll all be there in snow.
White Christmas.
Whoa, yeah, that's really low. Snow.
Never really seen that movie.
I know, but that's where they go to Vermont.
I've never watched that movie
Must
because
be
it
nice.
feels racist.
All that snow this time of year.
Snow. Okay. Let me ask you a question, Cal.
Yes.
Do you want any unpopular opinions before we wrap it up for the week?
Give me a couple.
Like last time?
Yeah.
All right.
Fast. What's it called?
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
These are a little bit more heady, but you can skip.
Heady. Go.
If you're not too into it, just skip. Ready? Unpopular opinions. Money doesn't change you.
Skip. Just kidding.
Money doesn't change you. It just makes you more of who you already are.
I'm sorry. I was like, didn't we talk about this? I don't think so.
It's also possible because we've done 100,000 episodes and I don't remember sometimes.
I think it changes you.
Really?
Not everybody. I think it can change you if you let it.
I kind of agree that it makes you who you are because when you don't have to work and grind and stuff and you just get to be the most real version of yourself, but now you also have money. Like if you were a kind person, sure, some people would turn into jerks, but most would be philanthropic rich people. If you're a jerk, you're probably going to be a jerk still.
Yeah. I see that. I just mean like, I think of myself and I go, yeah, like we're happy the way we are, and I'm cool, and I'm like not super bougie and all that stuff. But if I think about, maybe I shouldn't make it in terms of me.
No, please. Who else would we talk about?
I don't know. But if you think about like making a ton of, or just having a ton of money, there are things that I'm like, yeah, like I'd buy like designer bags and have them, and it wouldn't mean as much then as it would now if I bought one, where I'd be like, wow, yeah, like I hit my goal, and so I spent a lot of money on that thing. It'd be like, yeah, it's just like the normal stuff it's like going to shop at like Target, or I don't even want to talk about these companies, God, versus like shopping at Chanel. You know what I mean? It's like,
that's a big jump.
it just changes.
Do they sell paper towels at Chanel?
Yes, they're gold.
Oh, seems inconvenient.
Just kidding. I don't, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Because if you stayed exactly the same, then you shop at all the same places and wear the same stuff and know the same things. But I think that money makes you go, oh, I can like buy different things and have different things. And I should, because I have all this money and I'm maybe going to different events with other people that have money. And so I need to like look the part. So I don't think it changes who you are internally potentially, but I think it changes who you express yourself to be outwardly.
You and I align on so many things.
But not this.
But not quote unquote luxury items.
Yeah. But yes, but no.
Fair.
Because I buy you luxury items and you're like, these are nice. And I'm like, yeah.
Like what?
But you're talking about like.
You were talking about like.
High-end luxury
Chanel
items.
and Prada stuff. Not like the nicest sweatpants Instagram can.
But that would be considered luxury,
advertise.
the amount of money we'd spend on that.
Please don't tell me how much these pants were.
I won't. And
that's kind of the
it
rule
wasn't
in our house,
unreasonable.
isn't it?
What?
See, wait, if it wasn't unreasonable, that's what I mean. Like money changes you. I'm talking about like you win the lottery, you become instantly overnight famous, something like that. And now you've got $1 bazillion.
Listen, it would change me because I wouldn't stop to think about for a second about what I buy anymore.
It would change me. This is not the person I am.
I think I would.
I'm meant for so much more.
Right. So let's win that lottery. No, I think that I would be the same here. I can only speak for me. I can't speak for anybody else.
Yeah, a minute ago you were like, I shouldn't speak for me.
And now I'm going to. Okay, I've had some time to think.
Yeah.
However long this was to think about it
I
while
think
I
it
was talking.
17 minutes. It feels like 17
talk so
minutes.
much. I'm so sorry.
That's not what I would mean.
That's okay.
I love you. That's not what I meant.
Thanks, babe. I feel like I'm just talking a lot.
I mean, you're talking a lot.
But you are asking me a question.
Yeah. What's that?
For me, I think I would be exactly who I am. I think I'd be the same person that is thoughtful.
Just said it would change you.
Listen. That is thoughtful and kind and still like wants to give back to people and is still nice to service workers. I'm really like pumping myself up. But I think I'd still be like that. I'd still be the two. I'd still be the helper. I'd still be the kind person. I think it would change me in the sense that I would not think twice about like what I spent or did. I'd be like, oh, I booked us flights to Hawaii. We're going. We're like now if I want to go to Hawaii, I'm like, it takes me like a long time to think about it, process it through, and then either come to a conclusion whether or not I'm like, yes, we should do that. Mm-hmm. Not because we can't afford it or can't go, because I'm like, well, like that's like money that is money we're gonna spend, and like it doesn't make sense the amount of time we're gonna be there. What if a gig comes up? Do we want to do that? What about like there's so much. I think if we had money, I'd be like, yeah, we're gonna go to Paris for the weekend.
That sounds terrible.
and Delta 1. So we're going to sleep on the night.
This episode brought to you by Delta.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean by changing you. But I do think it changes some people. I think for me, I don't think I would. I think I would just have more things and a bigger house and all the stuff. Yeah. But I think I would still be the woman you fell in love with.
I hope so.
Just with a Prada bag on my arm.
And that's not the girl I fell in love with. All right, moving on to a few more before we wrap it up. And I already know what your answer is, but I need you to defend it.
Oh, God. Okay.
If you know what's so funny is like you never know what I'm going to say on these. It's so weird. I'm like, she's all nervous. I'm about to ask her a question about making tea.
What's funny is I'm not nervous, but when you said defend yourself, I went, what Taylor Swift thing are you going to bring up now? But it's not that.
So Bad Blood came out in 2010. No. Okay. If you're making tea, a microwave is better than a kettle.
No.
Obviously, you're going to say no because you want to make tea in a kettle.
Yes.
But you got to tell me why that's actually better. Because it takes longer, it seems to taste the same, and your turn.
Because it never makes the water hot enough. Because the water has to be at a certain temperature in order to steep the tea correctly.
Everyone knows that normal water at 2 minutes in the microwave is the answer.
No, I personally...
don't add me at that. Don't.
No, listen.
Not you.
Yeah, I know. It needs to be boiling hot water, and you need to allow the tea to steep. I'm a loose leaf tea gal. It's normally how I like my tea in my little tea thing that I don't remember the name of right now that I got from London.
Tea strainer.
Yeah. But I'm a loose leaf. You can't do loose leaf in the microwave. I mean, I guess you can't.
Of course you could.
I just don't like the flavor of water after it's been in the microwave.
I think it's mental. We should do a taste test.
Maybe we should, but
it'd be boring.
There is a specific flavor that it does have that I don't particularly like. And if you heat it up in the microwave, then when you want more tea, you have more work to do rather than just using the water that's in the kettle that's still hot.
Is it still hot?
And the way that tea is supposed to work, actually, is you're supposed to heat up the water and then pour it in a teapot, steep the tea in there, and then you can pour from the tea at the teapot into your cute little teacups.
Look, if you're bringing back old segments, just tell me. I like fun facts with Kellie, but just let me know.
I like tea, and I'm a big Bridgerton fan, and tea is a big part of that. And I watch Bridgerton and drink my fun, fancy tea with my fun rose shaped sugar that I specifically buy to put in my tea, and my lavender honey. I could keep going. And my shortbread cookies. I love tea time and all the meanings of it.
Not fancy tea though. Not high tea time. Not tea.
I would like high tea if they had less updated options. Yeah. Because I think they do tea.
If I did that just with the charcuterie board instead.
That's what I mean. Like if they had an updated option, I'd be like, this is everything I want. It's tea and charcuterie. Like I'm happy.
Tea and charcutes.
And petite desserts.
Done. Oh.
And some fruit.
Done. We should open that.
I know. I could make a really fun tea time.
Tea time, but cool. Millennial tea time.
Yeah. So it's just old. Everything they do, and that's mean, but everything they do is like reminiscent of like what they do maybe in England.
So
but
lame.
It's old, guys. Like, let's update it. Give me the pastries. What are they?
Croissants?
No, they're not croissants. They're scones. The scones they give you, I could do scones.
Yeah, we had a scone today.
So good.
Shout out to, here we are again, 2 weeks in a row in a Trader Joe's food review. Yeah.
Vanilla bean scones. They're so good. They're better than the ones at Starbucks.
5 stars. I would recommend. Very good.
And bigger.
Not as good as Post Malone's Oreos, but still good.
So good.
Last one.
That's where I'm at with tea.
She's a fan.
And I should say, and the Brits would tell you to never microwave your water.
Of course, but the Brits have such poor oral hygiene.
It's getting better.
Is it?
Yeah, next.
I don't keep up.
I like Brits.
If you're having a destination wedding, you should cover the cost of accommodations for your guests.
No, but you should have a room block so that they can get a cheaper price on some of that stuff.
I think destination weddings are complicated.
Yeah, I would never do
one. Have you done one?
Have I done one? I don't know.
Have you been to one?
No, I've never been invited to a destination.
Me either.
wedding.
I don't think we're rich enough. Thank God, because if we had a bunch of people inviting us to destination weddings, you would be like, we have to go. It's Bora Bora. And I would be like, that sounds Bora boring. I don't even like Mike and Kevin that much or whoever.
Yeah. I mean, I'd go for Mike and Kevin.
Always. They're the best.
No, but like Amy is invited to a wedding in Ireland this year.
It sounds too far. Who would you go that far for?
I don't know, but there is something for me that goes, yeah, let's do that. And then we'll go out there and then we'll like stay extra days. And that'll be our vacation.
I'm realizing all you want to do is
go
travel.
on vacation. And I just want to go on vacation. Have we gone on vacation in a year?
We're building businesses, bro. We're doing the triple B's.
I know.
Building business, bro. Triple B.
I like traveling and seeing the world and trying new experiences and seeing new things. And ultimately, it all comes down to I like exploring with you. It's fun to walk through London, reading names of signs and deciding, what was it? We were deciding whether or not the logo made sense for the name of the business or what they sold.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, that was fun.
I love doing that, or doing food tours with you in Rome, or seeing the Vatican. Let's talk about all the things we've ever done. Just kidding.
Dude, that video would kill on TikTok. That one you described, the logo video.
I know.
I'm going to see if I can find
Go for it. But I love creating those experiences with you. It's so fun for me. And you traveled with your mom when you were younger, to out of the country. We didn't. We traveled a lot in the United States for sure. We did lots of road trips, and we went to Canada and saw Niagara Falls. But I hadn't been to Europe until our honeymoon, until I was 27. Which, granted, is probably young for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But, I guess that's false. I went out of the country when I was 15 to go to Japan, but it wasn't a great experience. And then I went again when I was in my 20s to the Dominican Republic. But that's not the same as traveling for vacation, which we've talked about.
Yeah. Go back and listen to that.
I know. But I went to the poorest part of the Dominican Republic.
The Republican of Dominica?
Did I say that right?
No, but Dominican Republic will do.
Is that right?
Yeah, the DR.
Yeah, the DR.
Which I had never heard someone call the DR until I met you.
That's what they call it, because you have the DR and Haiti. They're on the same island, but one half.
Sure.
Something like that. And you went to Haiti, and I went to the Dominican Republic, and it was this weird love, because we were at the same place, but not at the same place.
Wow.
Anyway, all that to say, I'd never been out of the country for funsies until our honeymoon.
If you could even call that funsies.
Hey, what?
It was a great time. Actually, it was a lot of fun. But I think we haven't. Have we talked about our honeymoon before?
Maybe. I don't know.
We had
4 countries, and that was incredible. Except I would have liked more time in Ireland not doing what we were doing. The TSA agent was right. A day wasn't enough.
No, and we didn't even spend the whole day because we were too busy.
And it took forever to get through the TSA line because they had changed over the London.
No, that was Amsterdam.
No, that was also Ireland.
Brexit hadn't happened.
Are you sure?
No.
Who knows? Anyway.
That's it, everybody.
Go travel. Go see more. Live your life.
Go live to be 104.
Have a little snack.
Have a little snackaroonie.
Treat yourself.
Enjoy the life in your years. Because if you're healthy, you're better off than so many people. If you're happy, you're really winning.
Yeah.
So put it in gear and find some joy. That's what I'm saying today.
Yeah.
Because good things always happen to us.
Yep. And good things always happen to you.
All the time.
And we hope that this week is filled with light, love, joy.
In the pursuit of happiness.
And that you spend most of your time hardly working. Love you.
Mean it.
Bye.
Bye. Went so fast that time.
Came in too slow. Bye. Did you say bye?